Hello again. Let's continue collecting eggs. These are the Cazador ones. Oh, there's a dead body. Interesting loot. Not bad. So it's easier to get here from a kind of Jacobstown direction rather than, let's say, the Red Rock Canyon. And why don't I take out these guys too? Is that thing dead? Kind of. Oh, is there more of them? I think they're very close by this point. Yes. In fact, maybe I don't have to break line of fire. Now that did the trick. And was fun. I was actually expecting to miss a bunch of those shots. Oh, there's the other. Well, I'm tempted to go on actually. Oh. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Oh, I can see the Red Rock Canyon from here, but I'm not sure I was able to go up this way. Let's have a check. Maybe I will be, but... Oh yeah, look at this. Seems to be a one-way trip. Okay, so... Right, the thorn. Let's just continue.
Howdy.
Welcome back, stranger. Do you have good news for the Thorn? Good work, stranger. Here's a compensation for your service. I thank you, stranger. The Thorn thanks you.
Anything else?
This is it, Hunter. I've decided to grant you the opportunity to earn the greatest honor the Thorn could ever expect. Deathclaws are our most precious and our most feared contenders. I want you to be the one to deliver the sacred eggs to me, personally. Quarry
Death
Junction
claws.
is overrun with death claws. But you may stand a better chance at a nest near the Repcon test site.
Repcon test site? You mean the Bloodborne cave?
I've come to expect
No,
nothing
the
less
Dead
from you,
Wind
brave
Cavern.
stranger.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, Death Claws are the last ones on the list. So the, well, spicy lizard chickens. That is not an unjustified description considering the so-called chicken in Mordok in Fallout 2. So I wonder if anything respawned over there by the entrance. Let's have a little look. The answer is yes. What? That one is escaping. Get over here. What cowards. Slap. And chop. Never forget your meds, by the way. Did anything respawn inside? Not so far. Oh, yes.
Oh, don't worry about me, dearie. Your grandma knows how to stay quiet. Leo, time for chopping.
Right, that's the chamber where the Deathclaw mother was, as well as the legendary Deathclaw. At least the latter. Maybe confusing things a little. So, I think I actually want a knee shot. Okay. And I'm good here. It's actually good to see that these Deathclaws respawn occasionally, seeing as it's a good source of experience and challenge at these later levels. What? Okay, right. The map was misleading. So let's just get this done. Oh. The thorn is closed. I don't remember this.
Welcome back, stranger. Do you have good news for the Thorn? You've, indeed, become the greatest hunter the Thorn has ever seen. The best I've ever seen. You've earned the honor of being part of this sacred ground. Come to me often, and I'll share with you the wealth of the Thorn. You've done enough to last many lifetimes, stranger. But I'd like you to come see me again.
So you can actually also fight here. West side. What about west side then?
Ask and you might get an answer. New Vegas has many faces, stranger. Despite everything, it shall never be whole. When the land hunts you, when fighting for survival is the norm, your neighbors become either saviors or enemies. West Side is a part of New Vegas, just as much as it's a part of the wasteland. In the end, stranger, we need them both to continue making our fate.
She has some good dialogue lines. I have to appreciate that. How do you manage to
West Side
survive?
attracts all sorts of travelers, including merchants and farmers. They come here to exchange their goods or to seek protection. Our community provides enough food, clothes, weapons, and medicine to encourage trade. The Thorn demonstrates, beyond anything else, that we're self-sufficient.
Okay.
We've got a pair of giant mantises ready to bleed.
Could I fight? I'll save first, though. What are the
Welcome back,
rules?
stranger. And I won't stop you, stranger. What's the name of your death wish?
No, I guess I'll go in order.
Let's test your mettle. How many can you take? The crowd loves your bravery. Get to your cage and ready your arm.
This certainly seems like something that could glitch the game, so I'm saving the game beforehand. Okay, can we? I think EDE has joined the fray. Somehow. Okay, so should this gate open, or do I just use this ladder? Or this door? No. Companions are waiting. Although EDE does shoot.
Well done, stranger. Here's your share. Welcome back, stranger. What's the name of your death wish? Let's see what you've got. How many can you take on, stranger? The crowd loves. Get to your cage and ready your arm.
Ah, these aren't giant red scorpions though. Just regular ones. Come on. That was easy. Oh, this opens. Maybe I can also use this. Nah. This is wrong.
Well done, stranger. Here's your share. Welcome back, stranger. What's the name of your death wish?
Let's continue. Ah, I see. Giant red scorpions.
How many can you take on, stranger? The crowd loves your bravery. Get to your cage and...
Let's try. I think it's fair to say that I chopped them up.
Watch out where you exit. Sewers can lead you to fiend territory.
Well done, stranger. Welcome back, stranger.
Am I still really a stranger here?
What's the name of your death wish?
Next.
You've proven yourself, stranger.
Oh, I guess you
Your
wouldn't
blood
be able
hungers
to
for
access
glory,
these
and I'll placate its thirst. Name your
without
challenge.
these lower challenges. Or maybe it depends on your level. Not sure. Let's do everything.
Be warned, my geckos are the toughest you'll ever face.
Well,
How many can you take on,
maybe
stranger?
the fire ones.
The crowd loves your bravery.
Sure. They can take some punishment, but... Not even one magazine from the SMG.
Well done, stranger. Here's your share. Welcome back, stranger. What's the name of your death wish?
Next.
Name your...
Night Stalkers, yes.
Prepare yourself. These Night Stalkers are hungry for blood. How many... The crowd loves your bravery.
They drop dog hides? That's weird. They've got scaly hides. It's not the same as a dog one. Very odd. The regular Night Stalkers don't drop that either.
Well done, stranger. Welcome back, stranger. What? Nate,
Cazadors?
my deadly cazadors will test your limits. How many?
3? Why not? EDE isn't joining in anymore. What do we mean, careful? I'm fighting here. I'm guessing. Well, I think the option was there. And the last one is with the death clause.
Well done, stranger. Welcome back, stranger.
Death clause.
Now you're talking. Having seen what you're capable of, I think you'd fight a horde of them and not bat an eye. But the Thorn honors Ballas, not foolish sacrifice. I'll only allow one
okay.
death claw against you.
Well, if that's your rules, then that's your rules.
I've come to expect nothing less from you, brave stranger. Get to your cage and on the strip, the one you can see.
Get back in your cage, CV11. So. I deliberately did not shoot on it, well, did not shoot it until it left its cage. Just for the sake of kind of fairness.
Well done, stranger. Welcome back, stranger. What's that? No. Having seen what you're capable of. But the Thorn honors...
Ah, one. Well, I guess that's it then. Custom fights.
My creatures are... If your pleasure is to see them bleed at your will, I'll oblige only after my costs are covered, stranger. Those costs will change, depending on your choice of fighters. I'll help you set up good matches.
Well, maybe a different time. What about the next match?
We've got a pair of giant mantises ready to bleed.
Ah, it's still the same. Okay, let's just see how this works, although I'm going to save first.
Welcome back, stranger.
Red?
You got it.
Any idea which one's which? Oh no, this is red and this is blue, so I won.
It's time for blood, not talk. Find me after the fight.
Isn't it over?
Well done, stranger. Here's your share.
Well, I haven't done anything. I just put a bet on one of them. So that's a fairly small time way of gambling. So anyway.
Alright, dearie, let's go.
So, next thing, with Lily. I mean, these Thorn quests, I shall consider them concluded. But with Lily, you may have noticed that she was taking her medicine, and I spoke to her about it. And she says that she deliberately doesn't take full dosage. Because the medicine makes her forget things she doesn't want to forget. I think that's how she put it. And she also had a psychotic break, like going berserk during a fight. And that happens when her health goes low, and you can also talk about it to her. And it's related to her ailment, which is in turn related to stealth boy usage. And the next step in this companion quest of hers is to hear her listening to a holotape she has. But I was unable to make that happen. It just kind of happens after one of these things happens one after another and so on. But yeah, anyway, I'll try using the console commands to make this happen. Let's set. Oops. Need to jot that down from my phone over here. 1602. 67. First time. 2, 1. And then set same number. Oh, I'm sorry. I exited the console. Okay. So let's try.
Hello again, dear.
Yes, recording.
Oh, that old thing. That's just a holotape from the last time I visited my grandkids. Such sweet little children. You know, little angels. Sometimes it's hard to remember them. So I take that old tape out from time to time and listen.
Why is it hard to remember them?
It's my medicine, dearie. It keeps me calm, but it makes my memory go all fuzzy. That's why I only take my dosage every other time. That way, at least I remember their faces.
So, medication.
Oh, don't you worry your silly little head about that, pumpkin. Grandma knows what she's doing.
Well, I think it's important. So. I think I'm going to choose this. Yeah, if Dr. Henry told you to take such dosage, then you should stick with it, really. Should be the best for you.
Are you sure, dearie? Taking my medicine all the time makes me feel woozy, but it does make it easier for me to ignore Leo.
Yeah, fewer psychotic breaks, but more. But rather, she's going to have difficulty remembering her past. And this is a difficult topic, to be sure. Perhaps, in a way, this can correlate to some real life equivalents of ailment. But at least I've got this kind of outlook on it that I think, at least currently, perhaps pragmatically, is going to be more important to her what happens around her right now. Her friends in Jacobstown and all those people. How she can live and help them out. That's my reasoning anyway. Could be wrong, but that's my reasoning.
Well, all right then, dearie. I suppose I'll have my holotapes to remind me of Becky and Jimmy.
And there's that. And we were informed that her combat effectiveness will be reduced. But, you know, perhaps this is for the best. So this is this bit. Interesting quest. It's too bad that it doesn't exactly always work properly. So then next.
Hello again, dear. Nice children shouldn't.
Right. I've got a plan. So then, next. I told my companions to return to Lucky 38. Right. Is this the right way? I think it should be. I would like to see what I can do here without fighting. This isn't the way I would usually do it, but
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on. You must have heard her radio broadcasts. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is beyond me, unless you didn't listen very closely. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the supreme commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utopatha. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The super mutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. think this should be fine. I've got a save anyway.
Help would improve the odds. Help might just make the difference. All right, if you're good enough at what you do to meet me in the village up near the peak, we can talk further.
Yeah.
I'll have a plan by the time I see you, if I see you. Good luck. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to get up there than it will be for me.
Yep. I'll try. I think the music is off. Okay. Falling rocks. There's a fence over there. I wonder if I can get there from here. It is a little bit of Bethesda climbing. I don't think there is a break in the fence now, is there? I'll see. Oh, there's a gate. That's good. I think you can also approach this gate from this direction. Maybe. You need the lockpicking skill to do this, though. That's a nightkin. Could you please go away? Although... I know there's one nightkin here with a unique rocket launcher that I would kind of like. So, there he is, right there. Whoops. Not what I wanted. Should have picked a silenced weapon for this. I wonder if I can... Yes, this unique rocket launcher is called Annabelle. I'll leave the radio transmitter for now. Oh boy, this is a bad time for the stealth boat to run out. Let's see. Hello? I'm still on caution. That's an easy hacking, and just accidentally. Are these the logs from when the bombs fell? And this one from afterwards. Marcus from Jacobstown, currently. Huh. A bit of history. how can it be? Wait, did I miss this? I missed this one. Anyway. Something about Rhonda. Marcus leaves. So Marcus, his group of mutants at night can spend some time over here in Black Mountain. Something about a ghoul. Fixing Rhonda. I guess Rhonda is a robot. So, about meeting Tabitha then. Requires key. Tabitha's room key. Ah. I vaguely remembered it was there. So.
I found the intruder!
Oh. Peace isn't an option? I think I actually know what to
I found
do.
the intruder!
Oh no, bad save. I need to get to the... As I was saying, I should instead get to the transmission dish. I hope the casualties here don't matter. Especially this one. Because it's a unique weapon. I wonder if that transmitter console ever comes into play in the quest. Well, in the way I would like to do it in. So I'll meet Neil. Right, this is it.
Gonna kill you! Take this!
Sorry, man.
Die!
Oh yeah, Dinner Bell is a unique hunting shotgun that you get for completing Bleed Me Dry. That's by the way. Where's Neil then? Stop ahead. I'm in combat. It's someone I cannot detect, though. My goodness, the noise. Minigun. Where is Neil? There you are. Let's speak.
A pleasant surprise to see you made it. I'm ready to get started if you are. Whatever
Actually,
you need to do, be quick about it.
Hey, you've interrupted my broadcast, dum-dum! So there's better be a conclusion! What is it?
speech check.
A dum-dum revolt, you say? Then I sentence all dum-dums to death! Huh? Not surprised. Got you now!
Ouch. I don't really remember a guy with an incinerator.
This one. We shouldn't wait much. We shouldn't wait much. Whatever you...
I think he is a little glitched. Sadly. Can I try again?
Huh? Nothing. Nothing.
Is a car on fire? No, it's a fireplace. Stuff. I mean, I've got nothing against defeating enemies here, but I think there's a clever way of doing this quest. Just a moment. Right, okay. I now remember how to do this the way I want. Where's... Where is Neil? Maybe he's still getting here? Because he's taking the long way around. Oh, oh, there he is. Maybe he took a different way when I wasn't looking.
A pleasant surprise to see you made it. Here's the plan. The gate to Tabitha's compound is guarded by several Nightkin, all of them using devices that make them invisible. I'm going to draw them away from the gate by telling them I spotted an intruder in the village. Then you slip in. Good luck. We're going to need it.
Okay, I saw some Nightkin run past. At least one.
I've done what I can.
Okay.
The rest is up to you.
Cheers. So actually, you don't walk in on Tabitha. You fix Rhonda. Prison, right. Ah, it's this place, right. So there are various goodies in some of these. I'm making a right mess, but it's all for a reason. Broken Mr. Handy, I presume that's Rhonda. Cell launcher. Oh, I can repair the fat man using a missile launcher. Okay. And keep Annabelle. I think there's more stuff around here, but I shouldn't spend too long over here. Note. Rhonda, check the robot's circuitry. Hibernate. Catastrophic damage. Reset its AI. Robot jumps to life.
Hello. Could you please direct me to Mistress Tabitha? Thank you very much. My internal clock says it's been 6 years, 52 days, 40 minutes, and 13 seconds since I last spoke to her. I hope she hasn't gotten lonely.
Whoa. I remember there being grenades somewhere. But
Rhonda? Is that you? It is, Mistress Tabitha. How I've missed you so. This stranger here fixed me up right as rain. Is he a friend of yours?
I don't know how to thank you for bringing Rhonda back to me, stranger. Here, take this. I won't be needing it anymore. I don't know. It's been so long since I lost Rhonda that I'm not sure.
Mistress Tabitha, we should be heading off. Our journey has been much delayed, but we can catch up if we hurry. Come along now.
Yes, Rhonda.
level up. Level 30 as well. Okay. And a perk. Implant duration. Turbo cam injector. Twice. Uses 5 users per day. 2 seconds. Turbo. I think that affects VATs anyways. So. This stacks with strong back, fairly useful. But there was something else I think I wanted. Damage with laser weapons, why not? I don't think there's much else I would like all that much. Maybe tag, maybe that burden to bear perk. Maybe Pyromaniac. No, that doesn't affect too many weapons. Demolition Expert. That's what I've been considering. Some odds and ends ammo. I'm glad to see this quest done in such... I've never dealt with this quest in such a way, I must say. I'm quite happy with this. So... I'm glad that there is a peaceful way. Prison building. Door requires key. terminal. And another. And that was what password? Prison password. Ah, for this terminal. Right. Hello. How long have you been here?
Took you long enough. So can I go now?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I'll just head out. Alone. By myself. Into the dangerous waste.
Well,
Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
I guess.
Not to worry, boss. I'm sure killing the boss of one of the families will in no way lead to savage, bloody reprisals against you and your loved ones.
It's a hobby. But yeah, I guess word got out then. How about an introduction?
Sure, boss. What do you want to know? You forget about me already, boss? You sure you didn't take a blow to the head or something? My name is Raul Alfonso Tejada. Probably because it used to be Miguel's. I'm an open book, boss. Granted, the book's in Spanish and some of the pages have fallen out, but I'm an open book. I'm not much use besides being a portable encyclopedia, really. I guess you could use me as a pack Brahmin, but my knees aren't so good anymore. That's nice of you to say, boss. But I'm an old man. Not much use to anybody anymore. Time was. I was a pretty good shot with a pistol. I guess I'm still half decent. These old bones aren't much use in hand-to-hand fighting, though. I can also do maintenance work on your stuff. I don't have the supplies for a real repair job, but I can keep your gear working longer. Yeah, maybe you can introduce them to me, if we find them, because I've never met one.
Ah, that's his companion quest. Right.
Anything to hold your attention, boss.
Mr. House?
Just how old do you think I am, boss? Because I can pretty much guarantee I'm older than that. Let me tell you a story from before the Great War. Everybody knew Robert House. He was a genius, a superstar. Founded Robco at 22. Dated Hollywood starlets, the works. They say he saved Las Vegas. I was in Mexico City when the bombs dropped. Even from there, we could see House's defensive rockets shooting down the incoming missiles. Everybody assumed he died in the war. Maybe he did. But his robots are still out there roaming the waste. And now, a Mr. House rules New Vegas. I remember there were some weird stories about him, especially near the end. There was a tell-all in El Periódico de las Aburridas by a starlet House dated. She said they never, don't make me spell it out, boss. Anyway, she said all he wanted to do was scan her brain and make her dress up in different outfits.
That sounds familiar, actually.
It was quite the scandal, at least in the Latin American tabloid journalism market. They're all right, I suppose. Had a bit of tough going there at the beginning. You know their first town was nearly wiped out by raiders.
I do.
Anyway, they got their good points and their bad. Just like a lot of the old governments from before the war. I don't really have a
Caesar's
problem with it.
Legion?
People around here tend to see them as invading marauders planning to burn and pillage the countryside. But I've been to Arizona, boss. Before the Legion, it was a nasty place. So thick with raiders you couldn't trade with a town 2 miles up the road. Caesar's laws aren't nice, and their actions aren't always pretty. But then neither am I. But you keep me around.
I suppose that's a fresh outlook on that subject. New Vegas?
It's big, it's bright, and it's one of the biggest cities still left from before the war. Well, mostly anyway. Used to be just a curiosity. The buildings were pre-war. But it's just as full of raiders and barbarian tribes as any place else. Then Mr. House took over. Got the power turned back on. And got the tribes reformed into something civilized. And now they run his casinos for him.
Right. So where are you from then?
I was born just outside Mexico City. Old enough to know better, boss. Old enough to know better.
Well, I can guess. What's Petro Chico?
You never heard of Petro Chico? Un amigo de Poseidon Energy.
Ah,
Of course not. They were an oil company in Mexico back before the war.
I'm guessing related to Poseidon Oil, Enclave oil rig and all that. How'd you end up here?
Well, boss, when a giant, insane super mutant asks you to stay put, you do what you're told. Well, maybe you don't. But I'm just a broke-down old man.
Well, you did fine. You made it.
It's stupid, boss. I used to listen to the radio broadcast, just to pass the time. Well, one day the signal stopped, so I figured I'd try to find a transmitter.
Ah, I
I'm a
see.
pretty good repairman. Or I was before my eyes started to go. Anyway, I found Black Mountain and offered my services. But Tabitha decided I was useful enough to keep around. Permanently. I
Actually,
can't believe we were allowed inside the Lucky 38. That place has been a legend since before the war.
you know about that as well. I know this is like NPC scripting, that kind of stuff, but
Oh, this should be good. I mean, what's on your mind, boss? In what way, boss? You mean like the one I'm already using, boss?
yeah, had to make sure.
I'm already doing that. Any closer and you'd need a rat away, boss.
Okay. So that's a little bit about Raoul. That's his perk. Condition of weapons and armor decays more slowly. He uses 44 Magnum, and let's go down the mountain. I think I'll be grabbing EDE shortly. and repairing.
Good work, human. Maybe now this place can rest in peace.
Oh, right.
I still have a job to do here. Some mutants may have heard Tabitha's broadcast and are headed here even as we speak. I'll remain and direct anyone who show up toward Jacobstown, where they'll be much better off.
Okay.
There's nothing here for you, human. Though it is always good to see you.
So the mutants and Nightkin here around are no longer hostile. Hey?
Angry soldier robots with bazookas. I'm sure they'll be a good police force.
Whew. I think his scripting is catching up to something.
I'm sure pissing off a ruthless warlord with a tribe of fanatically devoted warriors was a good move. How could it not be? It was your idea.
What's that a reference to? Huh. I think there are a few things along the way here. I think this is a shortcut. Another one, in fact. Here's a checkpoint. Let's take a look back here and then move on. Although I'll be finishing shortly. I think actually soon I will have been done with most of the side quests I want to do. Oh, maybe that also. Ah, mistake. Right. What's he standing around for?
Okay, boss. I'll just wait here, alone, while my heavily armed companion goes out of earshot. I'm sure nothing will happen. Right behind you, boss. What can I do for you, boss? Got it. Oh, I wouldn't dream of getting too far away.
Well, anyway. I think I've got time for something like this for now.
Welcome back. Sure thing. Have a look.
No. He hasn't restocked much, has he? Maybe not yet. Maybe a little. Oh yeah. Actually, with the amount of weapons I do store in my place, instead of selling them, I don't get as much money from selling. This is because I keep them for so that I can repair my own weapons with them. Oh, duct tape.